Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of REM Bus. I'm your host, Kaaz. As always, we got Callum in there.
Right.
So it's a new week again. Let's talk about what's happening in the crypto world, along with the Bitcoin rise and all the hoo-ha about the Clarity activity as we discussed in recent episodes. See what's the impact. Is there a slight booms or quick gains? We don't know. So let's go to Callum and we'll talk about in detail what's happening in the Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoins and also our altcoin REM token. Callum, over to you.
Thank you very much, Kaz. Welcome everyone to another REM Buzz. Look, guys, still the same, nothing much happening, but let's go ahead and check that out again. So, if you missed yesterday, this would be something that we can talk about. So, give me 1 second. Let me just quickly present my screen to you. Yeah, so you can see this. This is our normal crypto chart today. We can see what happened here. There's a little small dip here, but you can see this is the 7-day chart. Still looks up when you're looking in the 7-day view. Look, whenever up and down, whatever happens in Bitcoin, regardless of the change, it will affect all coins. You can see here. But if everything, you would get an opportunity. This is what you need to understand. Everything, you get an opportunity, and this opportunity would rise up if you just were to, hang in there and give that opportunity to rise. So let's go to the Bitcoin chart here. This is the BTC chart. You can see here. Okay, let's take that off and let's go to the Bitcoin chart. Let's maximize it. This is the MEXC Bitcoin chart. You can see here. Um, this is 1 hour chart. What's happening in 1 hour's time? This is the dip we were talking about. The little bit dip, but it just came up a little bit up here. Now, looking at a little bit of, let's say 24 hours, like 1 day chart. So each bar contains 1 day. You can see there is a nice overflow of going up and down. The trend is going up, which is amazing. And you can see here in the 1 day chart, however, the 50 and 200 MA, what it's showing you here is it's overlapping. See this overlap here? What happened here is when the blue line came up from the pink line and went up, bang, and it went down. So in the 1 day chart, we can see that's happening, right? In 1 day, we can see that's happening, which is a bit of a storytelling there. And that's what we want. We want this to go up. And if this somehow, this is the thing, if this somehow, I'm trying to get the 3-day chart, goes above the pink line, then we have a story to tell in 1 day. But look at this. This is the storytelling of the whole 3 cycles: 2018, 2022, 2024, 2025. We don't know whether it's going to go to 2026 because you see what's indicating here is so much far further than what we bought up here. But again, looking at the 3-day chart, what you see here, this dip over here, we thought this is what we're talking about. But the story is, if it were to go up, and this has never happened in Bitcoin history, if it goes up from here and go a little bit up again, or even stabilize itself here, then we're going to see a different chart. We may even see it's going up here, touching some moon up here, and coming down to test its grounds. But then the grounds would not be this. It'll go up a little bit. Okay, guys. So my prediction here caters this chart and this chart. Looking at the previous ones, that's where we estimate this happens over here. So given that information, REM charts looks solid again, guys. It's basically consolidating here itself, which is okay. And then you go to the 4-hour chart, you can see this clearly as well, consolidating in this area. Again, this is a microcap coin, and these dumps that happen is usually normal, but then you see, if you go to the 1-day chart, you can see how the pump and dump happens over here, and it goes up over here, and it goes up, sort of things. So, looking at the bigger picture, guys, this is very important that you understand this is a very low amount to enter, because you see how it happens as well. So a small pump in the crypto market will go pumping up right like this, and this is a great opportunity to bring up in REM USDT at MEXC. Okay, let's go back to the fear and greed index. Fear and greed index today, let me refresh this again. Remember, yesterday was 50. I went even to 52. When we checked, it was 50 last time. Now it's 52, which is okay. All right, we're getting there, and that means people are confident of the market. And remember, people's mindset is what gets here. What you see here is about mindset, and what we see in fear and greed is the mindset. And let's go to the Bitcoin dominance chart to see a little bit what's happening there. Bitcoin dominance has gone down a bit, which is okay. That's what we want. Bitcoin dominance. This is not Bitcoin price. This is Bitcoin dominance compared to other coins. So it has gone down a little bit, which is okay for us. Then we check the altcoin season chart. The altcoin season chart indicates us 50 guys, which is excellent. This is amazing. You can see there's an altcoin season move happening here, right?
Mm.
If we go above 50, guys, big news, great news. You can see if altcoin season is out, last time altcoin season, we were predicting it was on 78. That's the highest we got in 2025. If we can go above 50, we're looking at fireworks, guys. Amazing,
Mm.
right? Now, bear in mind, altcoin season, for altcoin season to happen, for REM sort of coins to go up, right, or any other ones here, doesn't have to be a Bitcoin pump. Doesn't have to be a Bitcoin pump. It always needs to be, excuse me, doesn't have to be a Bitcoin pump. If Bitcoin goes right up here, stops, or even holds, and if some, as Cash mentioned, all these regulations come in board, this can be a solid move that we're looking at, all right? And we would see an altcoin season. And that would be a different altcoin season altogether. But with altcoin season, you would have all your altcoins going up, right? But you could bear in mind, the market filtered altcoins as well. Some died just like that. So if you see something coming up straight away in the altcoin season, do not put your hands in this. You need to understand. So most of the altcoins would burn out, right? Burn out if you can't stand.
Mm.
REM has been solid, been there for a while. So this is what you need to understand. REM got a history now. Well, all coins, other altcoins failed, right? So that's where we are. Remember, Bitcoin halving dates are coming as well, right? So it's 2028. Something needs to happen now with all coins, otherwise we can't wait till here, obviously, right? So this is where we need to put all our focuses in all our parameters to see where we are not just charts, but looking into mindsets and everything as well. So I guess in the end, what we need to understand is right, Cass. What we need to understand is we we are here. Can an altcoin season come in? Yes. Are we prepared? Probably no. And that's where we need to keep an eye on. And that's why it's important you come to an REM buzz sort of a thing, because we don't just check charts. We don't even talk about the stories. We talk charts.
Mm.
Talk about what's going on in the industries. As in REM, like RWA size and everything. We also talk about the global issues and everything as well. Like Cass always brings up these new government guidelines and what's happening behind that as well. And then we also talk about how mindsets work with, an altcoin season index and all these things, which is very important for you to know. And please understand, I'm not saying you buy REM. Of course, I like if someone buys REM. But what I'm saying is, please be aware of, as soon as you get a hint of altcoins, you would get these all useless projects coming up.
Mm.
Some coin of theirs and showing you a beautiful website which you're going to get trapped. You need to understand this, right? You need to invest in solid projects regardless. If you think about it, right? All these things come like, oh, we're bringing up AI. Where are these AI projects? Where are these AI projects that promised you sun and moon? Where are they? Right? They are not there, guys. Most of them has been gone out from exchanges as well. That's why a solid project like REM, which is an RWA project, which is future, is very important for you. Go to our website, you would see rem.meta.ai. You see the difference of what we do and everything as well. Exactly. If you go to our jurisdictional website, which is what we do in Propertyverse, you would see how many properties are there for us to sell, right? Which can be tokenized. So this is where we are there now. I want you to go and visit those websites, see what we're doing, and then you can understand that these are the solid project we're investing. You need to see something, people doing something, not just hypothetically we will do this, or it's a beautiful AI project. There's a lot of AIs happening. If Claude AI or ChatGPT or something comes up like that, then we know it's a genuine AI project which is established on the ground and something, not something coming up and saying we are a crypto project because we are going to be a huge AI project. Where are these projects? So I'm saying, I know for a fact one of my friends has invested huge sum of investments in AI projects, microcap AI projects, lost almost everything. This is what I was saying. Guys, be aware. This is your money, and you need to utilize your money in a very educated way. That's why you need to get educated. You need to get comply. You need to understand the risks and everything. And if you're happy to get the risk, and if you're happy to lose everything as well, that's perfectly fine because you are happy to lose. If you're happy to gain, you need to look into exactly what is there and what is useful for you. Right? So that's my 2 cents. And for today, be careful. If you see an altcoin season, a lot of unnecessary thousands and thousands of projects going to come, which if you miss something, you're going to lose everything. REM, for example, us, has constantly shown you that we're there regardless of the market goes up and down. We're there with our investors solidly working together on getting things done. Cass, over to you.
Thank you, Callum. So there you go, guys. If there's an altcoin season comes in under special circumstances, you never know. It's highly unlikely or not unlikely. We never know. But things are going that way, which is good. And I can see the community all up. Like the overall community is still feeling bullish. It's in like 80, 90%, which is really good indicator as well. Like, whatever happen, it's always come down to the community sentiment. Yeah, you guys are the retail customers. You make the decisions. Yes, the institutional funds will flow in due to any political acts. Obviously, this upcoming clarity. Let's hope for that. So let's see, guys. Watch this space. It's going to be exciting. The new days. Things can change around. Let's hope for the best. And also, like Callum said, REM is a good micro cap in this stage. If we want to gain some high gains, it's a good cap and it's a solid one. And also, as you're aware, we always there. We're very transparent. We're the management team and the founders, so we're here. You can ask us anything live or message through our socials, like, follow, and subscribe. Ask us anything. We are here to help or actually clarify things. Again, these are not financial advice. Do your due diligence, but we'll give you information from our own experiences and actually from the facts. So saying that, guys, that's it for today's REM Bus, and we'll come back to you with another episode of REM Bus for the burning topics of what's going on in this week. Maybe try to do it in this way more often so you can answer more questions from our subscribers or our followers. So till then, have a good day and have a blessed one. See you later.
Hi all.